Imagine arriving at a grand hotel with classic architecture that exudes an aura of mystery. You're looking forward to a relaxing vacation, far from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. However, as soon as you step into the lobby, something feels off. The air feels colder than it should, even though the thermostat shows a comfortable temperature. You dismiss it, thinking it's just your imagination. But that night, as you lie in your room, you start hearing faint sounds. The walls seem to whisper, murmuring words you can't quite understand. The lamp in the corner of the room suddenly flickers on its own, casting moving shadows on the walls. You feel a bone-chilling cold, even though you're sure you turned off the AC. Slowly, you begin to realize you're not alone. It sounds like a scene from a horror movie, doesn't it? But for some people, this is a terrifying reality. Certain hotels in America have dark histories that cannot be ignored. These places hold horrifying stories that send shivers down your spine, where the past is never truly buried, and the guests, well, some of them never really leave. Today, we'll delve into the dark history behind one of America's most haunted hotels. This hotel isn't just a place to stay, it's a silent witness to tragedy, mystery, and unsolved deaths. From rooms said to be inhabited by restless spirits to dark hallways hiding terrifying secrets, every corner of this hotel has a story ready to make your skin crawl. So, grab your blanket, turn up the volume, and make sure the lights in your room are on, because we're about to uncover the chilling secrets of this infamous place. Are you ready to step into a world where the line between the living and the dead blurs? Let's begin this journey, and who knows, you might think twice before booking your next hotel room. This hotel is no ordinary building. It's an architectural masterpiece filled with history, mystery, and terrifying tragedy. Built in 1920, the hotel was originally designed as a symbol of luxury and grandeur, attracting distinguished guests from around the world. Presidents, top celebrities, and even royalty once made this their go-to destination. However, behind the luxury and glamour lies untold dark stories. Over the years, guests and staff have reported strange experiences that are hard to explain logically. Some have seen shadowy figures floating down long hallways, as if searching for something or someone. Mysterious sounds, like whispers or cries, are often heard in rooms that are supposed to be empty. Objects suddenly move on their own, as if pushed by an invisible hand. Some guests even claim to feel a cold touch on their shoulders, even though no one is around. Some theories suggest that this hotel is a gateway to another world, a place where the boundary between life and death becomes thin. Some believe the spirits wandering here are victims of past tragedies who have yet to find peace. Others argue that the hotel is cursed, perhaps due to horrific events during its construction or dark rituals once performed on the premises. But one thing is certain: the hotel's past never truly fades away. It lives on, seeping into the old walls, creaking wooden floors, and the heavy air. Every corner of this hotel seems to hold a secret waiting to be uncovered. And for those brave enough to stay here, their experience might be more than just a vacation. It might be an encounter with the unexplainable. So, do you dare visit this hotel? Or perhaps you've already stayed here and felt something unusual. Let's rewind to the beginning of the story. This hotel was built in 1920 by Jonathan Blackwood, a wealthy businessman with a vision to create the most luxurious retreat in the country. Blackwood was known as an ambitious and slightly eccentric figure who believed this hotel would be his magnum opus. However, from the start, there were whispers of misfortune surrounding the project. During construction, several workers died in accidents that were never fully explained. Some fell from heights, while others were trapped in collapses. Some say their spirits never left the site, as if still bound to the place where they took their last breath. Later, during its heyday, the hotel became a favorite among the elite, including prominent politicians, Hollywood stars, and even European royalty. But behind the luxury and glamour, the hotel also became a stage for scandals, betrayals, and even murders. One of the most chilling stories involves Elizabeth Marlowe, a famous actress from the 1930s. Elizabeth, who often stayed at the hotel, was found dead under tragic circumstances in room 217. Her mysterious death, officially ruled a suicide, was never fully explained. To this day, guests staying in that room report hearing mournful cries in the middle of the night and seeing the shadow of a long-haired woman standing near the window. Some even claim to feel a cold touch on their shoulders, as if Elizabeth is still there, lamenting her fate. But that's just the beginning. The hotel's dark history also includes the mysterious disappearance of a child in 1954, who was last seen playing on the third-floor hallway. A massive search was conducted, but the child was never found. Then, in 1978, a devastating fire broke out in the hotel's ballroom, killing dozens of guests attending a lavish party. Some believe the spirits of the fire victims still roam the area, especially at night, when the sounds of music and laughter suddenly echo from the long-closed room. Each tragedy seems to leave its mark, adding to the hotel's haunted reputation. Its walls seem to hold unspoken secrets, and every corner holds a story ready to send chills down your spine. Do you dare stay here? Or perhaps you've already felt the presence of unseen residents. Now, let's discuss the paranormal experiences that have made this hotel so infamous. Over the years, many guests and staff have shared their terrifying encounters, further cementing the hotel's reputation as one of America's most haunted places. One guest reported waking up in the middle of the night to see a tall, shadowy figure standing at the foot of their bed. The figure stood silently, as if watching them. When they tried to scream for help, no sound came out, as if their voice had vanished. Others claimed to hear the laughter of a child in the hallway, but when they opened the door to look, the hallway was completely empty, with only an eerie silence. Then there's the story of the ghostly maid who often appears in guest rooms. Some guests reported seeing a woman in an old-fashioned maid's uniform cleaning their room, even though it was already spotless. When approached, the figure slowly vanished, leaving behind the strong scent of old perfume. There's also the tale of the ghostly pianist, often heard playing classical melodies in the ballroom, especially at midnight. When staff checked, no one was there, but the piano seemed to have just been played. These experiences happen so frequently that the hotel even keeps a special logbook in the lobby, where guests can record their paranormal encounters. The book is filled with spine-chilling stories, from footsteps in empty rooms to sightings of mysterious figures that suddenly appear and disappear. But perhaps the most terrifying story comes from former employees who worked the night shift. They claimed to see full-bodied ghosts walking through walls, as if the walls didn't exist. The figure was described as a tall man in 1920s attire, with a pale, empty face. Others reported seeing shadowy figures dragging chains down the fourth-floor hallway, accompanied by the grating sound of metal scraping. Needless to say, many of these employees didn't last long in their jobs, choosing to resign after experiencing events they couldn't explain. Is all of this just imagination? Or is this hotel truly home to entities from another world? One thing's for sure. For those who've experienced these events, this hotel is more than just a place to stay. It's a gateway to a world full of mystery and fear. With so many chilling stories circulating, it's no wonder that ghost hunters flock to this hotel, hoping to capture evidence of the otherworldly. equipped with advanced tools like EMF detectors to measure unusual electromagnetic fields, spirit boxes to communicate with unseen entities, and thermal cameras to detect sudden temperature changes. They've gathered truly disturbing and unexplainable evidence. One famous ghost hunting team recorded a clear electronic voice phenomenon, EVP, saying, "Leave," in a room that was supposed to be empty. The voice sounded cold and warning, as if the entity speaking didn't want to be disturbed. Another team captured a faint, shadowy figure on camera, moving quickly across a dark hallway before vanishing, as if merging with the darkness. There's even video footage of objects moving on their own, like a chair suddenly shifting or a door opening and closing by itself. But what's really happening here? Why is this hotel so filled with intense paranormal activity? Several theories attempt to explain this phenomenon. Some believe the hotel was built on an ancient burial ground, possibly belonging to a forgotten native tribe or community. The construction is thought to have disturbed the peace of spirits meant to rest there, leaving them restless and wandering. Others think the tragedies that occurred within the hotel's walls, murders, suicides, and mysterious accidents, have left behind strong negative energy, like a recording stuck on repeat. This energy, they believe, is why paranormal phenomena keep occurring. And then, there's the most chilling theory. Some believe the hotel itself is a living entity, a being with its own consciousness. They describe the hotel as a sentient organism, absorbing energy from its guests and the tragedies that occur within it, using that energy to live. Its hallways are seen as veins, its rooms as organs, and the paranormal activity as the hotel's way of breathing or interacting with the physical world. Whatever the explanation, one thing is certain. This hotel is no ordinary place. It's a labyrinth of mystery, where the past and present collide, and where the line between the real and the unreal blurs. So, if you dare to stay here, be prepared. You might come home with more than just memories. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying that this hotel holds a unique place in American history. It's a place where the past and present collide, where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur. Every corner holds a story, every hallway hides a mystery, and every room may hold a secret waiting to be uncovered. So, what do you think? Is this hotel truly haunted, or are all these stories just the product of overactive imaginations? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've ever experienced a mystical or paranormal event, whether at this hotel or elsewhere, feel free to share your story. Send your experiences to the email in the description, because who knows, your tale might be part of our next exploration into the unknown. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the dark history of America's most haunted hotel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more thrilling content. See you in the next video, and sleep with the lights on. Who knows, maybe tonight you'll feel something unusual.